Now the next thing I want to show you is one of the previous lessons. Let me put on the bridge pickup that I showed you a blues progression. Now I'm going to show you a blues scale. Now this is jumping the gun a little bit as far as music theory, but as far as technique, this is right in line. The blues scale, this is an A chord. This is a D chord, based on a D. Then E, D, A. And actually that note there goes to a 6, so it could be technically an A6, but don't worry about that. It's basically A, D, E. When you play a solo, that's in a scale called the blues scale. And the blues scale sounds like this. Now the reason why I'm showing you this is because when I learned bar chords, I learned a song called Valerie. And Valerie was that song by literally the Monkees, but they were... And I went... But I learned, just from learning bar chords, I started hearing notes in my head. I started hearing lead patterns. And the blues scale is one of the best ways to play a lot of different styles of music. You've got blues, you've got rock, you can play metal, not everything. But you can play a lot of different things by just knowing the finger positions of the blues scale. So here we go. To be able to play along with this, I used to have a game when I taught guitar. I called it the jam game. In fact, I wrote a song on my first album, No Boundaries. Now that riff is in 7/4. It always reminded me of Rush. That was my inspiration, but there's a lot more to the song than that. But that would have been a part where I would have told my students, okay, this is in 7, I want you to start jamming, and I would tell them which scales they could use and which positions of the scales. Now, we don't need to get that in depth yet. When you learn this blues scale, there's a pattern that your fingers use to play these notes, that what you're doing, again, you're just getting your hands synced together, and you're going to start hearing notes and saying, man, I know I can use those notes in a solo or a song because there are so many solos and songs that use the scale. Here is the scale. And back down. I can put my string dampener down and go. Now, your first finger is going to be on the 5th fret for every string. So here's how I'm going to describe this. Low E string, 1, 4. 5th string, 1, 2, 3. Talking about fingers because your first finger is always on the 5th fret. So here we go again. Low E string, 1 and 4. 5th string, 1, 2, 3. 4th string, 1, 3. 3rd string, 1, 3, 4. 2nd string, 1, 4. 1st string, 1, 4. So it's... Now notice, again, your first finger is always on the 5th fret of whatever string you use in this scale. So let's do it again. 1, 4 on the 6th string, 1, 2, 3 on the 5th, 1, 3 on the 4th, 1, 3, 4 on the 3rd string, then 1, 4 on the 2nd string, 1, 4 on the 1st string. And then back down, it would be 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1. So 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1. Now I remember when I was a kid and I was just playing guitar and I came up with just a very simple lead like. Then I went. You know, it sounds like an old, so it reminds me of James Bond or something. But I remember playing that. I used to love surf music. Or like. And I used to love it, but a lot of it was very blues-based. That's the same exact scale as. See, one of the beautiful things about guitar. Play it here, the same thing up here. The same exact thing up here. Then you can pretend that your first finger's a fret, got a fret here, but when you hear like, that's literally taken from the blues scale. Now again, don't worry about the picking. We will talk about picking technique a little bit later. That's one of my, I'm an expert on picking. And I also know when it's time to start playing and concentrating on your picking hand. Now is not the time. What you want to do is concentrate on getting your left hand really strong and start listening to these sounds, because again, musical people not only will make music, but they just hear it. And you're going to find just from listening to modern music, any kind of music, classic rock, doesn't matter, symphonic, that you'll start to hear things that you say, wait a second, I know I can play that. So anyway, hammer and pull technique, the hammer and pull off exercise, and the blues scale.